straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions offense will get the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And the defense able to... Everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes. The pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Action fake. Here's the pressure. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Gets it out fast. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
The big fellow laying out. Look at that body control, using all that muscle, all that strength to lay out and make the big catch for his team.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man down the middle.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. The quick out. Across the 45. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man. It's Thomas. There he goes. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the single back. Running into the open space. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He got a step and just dusted the field.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Thomas. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Dumps it off in the flats. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll give it to the back. Still running at the 40. Wide open space. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Quickly complete. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it.
Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires left. Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
When you're trying to throw the ball down from the 1-yard line, it's going to have to be a bang-bang play, right? Quarterback making a quick read, getting it out quickly, receiver being ready for it. All 3 of those things happen for the offense, scoring that touchdown.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He's in open space downfield. Past the 1st down marker and still running. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. To the air on 2nd down. Going deep. Catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husker.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass. Turning it on! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll have it. Touchdown, Penn State! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Got his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Rush is on him. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. We were at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. The gift to the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the 1st half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. To the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. This is a designed run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line gets set, 1st down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Handoff to the lone back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Crosses the 45. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The screen, he's got wheels. He almost picked up the 1st. And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good line on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense to get him to the ground for no gain.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Huskers are flying down the field. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He wants to go deep. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Handoff from the gun. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond? And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 20, he's got space. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Skips away from pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Flushed out of the pocket. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The Nittany Lions have moved it inside the 20. The give on the option. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to really pull that schooner ahead offensively. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, the ground game. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the footballs.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Lost a throw on first down. Makes the grab. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Looking to throw again. Here's a heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And the Huskers are marching down the field. He's looking to pass. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. The Cornhuskers will try to punch it in on first and goal. Power football with the run. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Play number 9 on this drive. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Number 81 with the catch in the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They want that clock to run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Great place to start for this offense. They'll try to get outside. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they give to the back.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man down the middle. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Under fire. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. He sensed a great deal of confidence